Played he was similar to Dorian Finney-Smith. Was a 3-and-D guy, a big body, a live body. Get dunked
Thank you, Kay. You're doing a great job over tonight. It's so good to see you. I've missed you so much these past couple of days. I don't know what I've done, what I was do without you.
Kiss her.
Oh, gotta
Always.
say though, your daughter looked like way too grown in those pictures.
She is grown.
She's gotten so big though. But
Yeah,
I miss
mean,
you too.
Little Miss TikTok.
Oh,
Oh my God.
Yeah, I saw. Like,
Listen, TikTok. They didn't give my baby some type of endorsement because, I mean,
Oh, you don't want that. You
I
don't-
mean that baby every 5 minutes got to put that phone up somewhere, prop it up, and bust a dance.
Oh, I saw it firsthand. I was hanging with my younger cousins, and they were doing like
They talk ticking and
yeah,
TikTok.
yeah. And I'm like, what is going on? I'm like, and they were practicing
Yeah.
beforehand. I was like,
And now we was at the bowling alley,
Mhm.
and one of her little friends, the little girl with the red shirt on, she took me for $30 at the bowling alley too.
took you for $30.
Yeah, she took me for $30 at the
What'd
bowling. She was killing it. I
Oh,
put,
y'all-
I
y'all-
put
you
money
put
on.
money?
I put money on
Ooh.
the table. Put money on the table for him.
wow.
And you know, they had her and the other girl. They didn't know each other. They just met each other. And I mean to tell you, when they did that little dance or whatever, they all was on point and cute. And I was like, y'all look like y'all been doing this forever. They was like, no, we just met. We don't know each other.
That's how kids are.
Yeah, but they got the dance down. They they
Yeah,
was syncing everything.
I don't get TikTok. I still don't get it. But good for those kids enjoying TikTok.
Well, I don't, cause every damn 5 minutes she got to prop the phone up somewhere. We got to dance or get something going.
I bet you were rolling your eyes a bit.
Yeah, I was every time. Oh Lord, here we go. I'm about to do a TikTok. I'm like, oh Lord Jesus. I mean, they had a sign for her in her front yard. We want
Right.
to take pictures with her with the sign. After we finished taking pictures with the sign, first thing I'm gonna do a TikTok in front of the sign. I was like, God.
Well, you're the father of a young girl right now. So
Yeah,
that's what
yeah,
you're going to be
yeah,
dealing with.
yeah.
It's going to get, and she's going to be doing another version of TikTok in like 2-3 years.
And what I told her was, you know, I'm very I'm very hip with her. She wants to do YouTube videos, so you know, I'm willing. I've told her I'll put up any kind of money to get that going. You know, that's how you make money. So I'm fine with that. You want to get on YouTube and make videos, honey? Let's do it. What you need? Cameras. Her mama just bought her this. We went to the mall. We didn't get it that day, but her mom bought it for her, I think yesterday. It was a some type of kit that you do with your cell phone or whatever. It was like $40 or whatever. So she went and got it for yesterday. I was like, yes, I endorse that. Let's buy that.
So
she can set up. You put your phone on there, and it's got all types of microphones and stuff like that. You can record yourself. You know,
it's what the YouTubers are using.
Yeah, something. So she can do a YouTube video.
Right.
She can do YouTube videos.
So I just hope you don't turn into like Michael Jackson's dad. Okay.
Oh, you mean like no.
Okay.
No. My daughter's at an age now to where I wouldn't like put my hands on her, because she's at an age now where I don't want her to think it's okay for a man to put his hands on her.
Right. But you know Michael Jackson's dad. He
whooped Papa
go,
Joe.
Let's go.
Papa
Dance,
Joe's whooping him. But yeah,
dance time. Let's go. Let's learn your routine now.
No, she had to do something like real bad for me to put my hands on her.
Oh, well, I just want you to be that stage dad.
Yeah,
stage
or whooper or something like that.
Or,
But
honestly, I don't want you to become where you're I've seen it like have you seen the Tierra and Tots?
Yeah.
These moms.
Yeah,
they
no.
They,
she had to do something like steal a car and crash or something like that for me to whoop her.
Okay.
But right now she good. She playing with house money. But somebody who isn't playing with house money is athletes on Twitter. EA. These guys, I don't know what's going on with these athletes. Maybe they're not familiar with how this goes or whatever. You know, they got the Me Too movement. They cancel anybody left and right on social media.
They do,
because of what they say. So we've had some incidents. And where did I start? Let's start with Paul Pierce.
Yeah, Paul.
When I seen that, I said, okay, he's going to get in trouble because he works for Disney, and they're not going to go for that. And they just said, hell, we're just going to fire you.
We don't need. Well, I mean, here's the funny
He's not
thing.
that good. He wasn't that good on ESPN anyway.
Yeah, but the funny thing is also, you don't say he's good. It's a dime a dozen. They can go find any kind of former athlete and bring him in there and do an analysis. There are so many retired players right now that are coming out. I mean, so Paul Pierce is kind of. I think he was a little bit hubris to go put that video up. But why would you do that? So if you don't know what we're talking about, Paul Pierce put a video of him at, I believe, his home, but with
Smoking weed
with a bunch of strippers. And I think one of them was like twerking on the floor, and he kept filming it. And he was like, "Yeah, let's go, let's have fun." I'm like, that seemed a little too much, and he seemed a little too confident about it.
Like, why is that the time to go live?
Right,
like right there.
I mean, and especially in this day and age, what's going on? You don't need to put that. You know, why do you need people to know what you're doing?
Exactly.
I mean, like, if you want to do that at your home, that's great, Paul. Go have fun with all the strippers. Hell, if I could get strippers at my house, I'd be doing it all the time. But I would never put it on there. I don't want to put my business out there. I don't know what people's changing. I don't know what's going on with this generation. But I mean, Paul Pierce is from our generation. I mean, he's even older than us. He's from that different time. Why do you need to show what you're doing? I don't get that, Wall. I don't get that.
I really don't. Like, you don't put no shit like that on.
And I mean, it wasn't even like that was very disturbing watching. I'm like, why don't you see the stripper's ass bouncing?
Well, I mean, nobody's against what's going on.
I mean,
but it's just like, come on, man, you better than that to be doing something like that. And I mean, it cost him his job, but I'm pretty sure he doesn't care. Like, he's Paul Pierce, but at the same time,
didn't Michelle
you make it. See, what they don't understand is they make it harder for guys like us who are coming up. Sometimes when I say guys, I mean like black people like us. Like, they think we gonna do the same thing when they do it. So when opportunities like that come, you need to understand it's not just about you. It's about the ones that's coming behind you too. Right. You need to think about.
Yeah, and again, you're on TV. You're a representative. You know, there are kids out there that might look up to you. I know everyone's like, "Oh, I'm not a role model." The whole Charles Barkley thing, that we shouldn't be role models. But you know what? Sometimes you are. You are a role model by default, and you have no choice in the matter. Okay, and you gotta set a good example. Sometimes when you're put in the spotlight, you have a responsibility, and I don't think he understands that. And now, do you think he deserved to be fired for that, though? I think that's the bigger thing.
No, but I knew it was coming. I knew it was either suspension or firing.
You think Disney overreacted?
No, because it's Disney.
That's true.
You know what Disney is. Disney is a kid friendly type organization.
I mean, Disney's very strict on everything.
Yes, very.
And I think I know ESPN employees have talked about it countless times. They're under a different set of rules than like the other guys on the other networks.
Well, I was gonna say he'll go over to Fox to be fine.
True.
I mean, we seen somebody at Fox make a whole video of doing something in their office and didn't get fired. Whether it was old footage or not, I mean, it surfaced.
Right, I got you.
And she didn't need a hand or anything like that.
Well,
I mean, it was at the Fox Studios when she did it, and she didn't get fired.
You didn't have to say that. You didn't.
She doesn't like she needs any help. Any help whatsoever.
Paul, he did get a defender. Was it Michelle Beadle? Mm-hmm. She defended him.
I didn't see that. What did Michelle say?
She was like, well, they were like, let's go make a. He was because she used to work at ESPN and she was there. She worked with Paul, and then she said, well, if we should do stuff together. You bring the dancers and I'll bring the food or something like that.
I mean,
like, she was.
And that goes back to my point now. Also, like, you don't need these companies anymore. You can do your own. Paul Pierce can do his own thing. He's got the money. He can make his own network. Not even network. He can make his own podcast. JJ Reddick's doing it. All of them are doing it. You don't even need them to do it.
Well, you don't. But if you do want it, just be smart about it. When you're employed by those people, that's who they want.
Well, that's another example why I don't fool with them like that. Like, I don't want to work at any of them.
Is because you want to put videos.
It's not that I want to put a video up. It's that I don't want anybody telling me what I can and can't say. I don't want anybody taking my creative control away.
Here's my thing though. Eventually, though, you are at behest of not just the company, but you're behest of the viewing public. And so you technically can't say. I mean, you can say what you want, but then you will be punished for it in some way or form.
If I wanted to bring a stripper in here right now, unless Kat said no, I can do it. Yeah, I don't have any. We don't have any jurisdiction.
Can we bring strippers in here?
She gave us a thumbs up.
I mean, technically, we have on the show.
I gave you 2 thumbs up, and I was just about to say we've had strippers on before.
That's true.
I mean, like in here twerking and doing whatever.
Bring it on.
Cat's down for it.
I'm down.
All right. So next week we'll bring strippers live on air. Cat's promised us she's gonna bring it herself. Can you bring the strippers?
You know, like I said, I've never been to a strip club, but you know, I might can make that happen.
There we
We
go.
can manage.
I'm excited, but no, I get what you're saying though. But my point being is that wherever you go, there's a consequence because if you're your own boss, if you're advertising, you're doing a show, you have a view in public, and eventually they will turn against you if you do something they don't like.
Shout out to Shane. He said, "What's good, Walton EA? What's up, Shane?"
What's up, man? We are having fun here on a beautiful Thursday night talking about Paul Pierce and his twerking strippers. But I kind of agree with Disney a little bit on why they did that. I understand why. That's their brand and that they have every right to do that. I just think Paul's a little stupid for doing that.
Right.
I just don't understand why you need to do that. It's like these small little mistakes. If he left Disney for his own, I get it. If he wants to leave, that's fine. But to get fired over that, over something that small that he could have avoided, not smart.
Another guy who has faced some flack here is one Mr. Kevin Durant.
Again,
with the whole him and Michael Rappaport situation.
Again, Kevin Durant, something wrong with him on social media? I'm sorry, but Kevin Durant needs to get off social media immediately. He is not meant for that game. He is too emotional. He's a very emotional person, okay? I don't think I could ever... do you think he cries a lot? Like, he cries... I feel like he cries.
No, but I'll tell you what I feel Kevin Durant is still a victim of.
What?
Kevin Durant, and I've noticed this since the whole Warriors deal, he's not happy. I don't know if it's with himself or the fact that he still does not get the respect he deserves for winning that championship with the Golden State Warriors. He's still unhappy about something. Something still eats at him that, you know, he's not when he got tattoos all over himself. He's got I think he got Rick James, or I know he got Tupac. I think he got Rick James tattooed on him too.
Why? But did he not realize that he was not going to get credit for that?
Well, I could real quick. Porzingis to Luka just a few seconds ago, and KP knocked it down. Luka gave him a 5 coming back up the
what?
court. Yeah, Luka
They're
gave him
back.
a 5.
They're back. The bromance is back.
He gave him 5 coming back down the court. Even that, he even did one of these after KP made it.
Oh, okay.
And the Mavs are still down 92-93.
Oh, okay.
So we might be on a good trail here.
We'll see. But did anybody think that Kevin Durant was going to get credit for that championship?
It's not about credit. He didn't get the love that.
Would you give him love for that?
No, I never gave him love for
That was the dumbest thing you could have ever done for your career. You sat there and you go to the team that took you out of the playoffs the year before. And you're like, oh, if I can't beat him, I'll join them. Like, what is that? He abandoned his teammate.
I mean, I could understand it. I understand that too, you know.
No, I don't.
Yeah,
no. So you would do that?
So
So let's say this: a competitive radio show comes in,
People-
and they go, Walt, and they beat us in the ratings, right? And then they're like, hey, Walt, why don't you join us?
Ooh, KP hot. Oh, he cooking. Oh, he cooking right now.
I know, I saw
he
it.
cooking.
I saw
95, 93,
93.
KP cooking right now. Give in fourth quarter, they get in the bottom fourth quarter, and they Luka with a pat to KP. Pat on the back.
See, I told you, they're in love again. They made up.
But maybe somebody had,
you know what? They had a little speech. They had like, let's go win this thing. And they looked at each other's eyes and they did what Schwarzenegger and what's that dude from Rocky, Apollo Creed. They get their fists together like this, like, let's go beat them together. That's what they were doing. I can't wait. But no, would you leave us for another show? If they came out and they beat us in the show and then they're like, well,
no, because I it's my show. I'm not gonna.
But that's what exactly.
I'm not gonna give up my show.
The Thunder was his team.
Well,
that was his team.
everybody else was Westbrook.
That was his team, and I was like, nope, I'm out. I have no respect for Kevin Durant anymore. I have no respect for him.
Okay.
What he has done since he's joined the Warriors has been just. I can't even. He's a dominant player. I wish he was on my team. Trust me. But I don't have respect for him.
He's gonna have to win a championship this year. And even now, if he wins a championship, it's still gonna be.
No, it's the Nets. It's the same argument they made against LeBron. That wasn't really his championship.
Yeah, but the thing was, the reason why LeBron doesn't get that. I mean, he caught some flack for it, but at the same time, the Miami Heat weren't good the year before when Miami Heat didn't put LeBron out the year before, and Miami Heat wasn't a good team when he went over there.
It was just Dwayne Wade needed help.
Right,
and it was LeBron and Chris Bosh.
And they didn't even win the championship the first year they got together like they were supposed to.
Thanks to
Dirk. The old dirty dirt.
That's right. So let's get into why Kevin Durant's been in this social media thing. As you know, Michael Rappaport is a famous actor. He is
The rapport.
Yeah, he's also a very big NBA fan. He's a huge sports fan, but more so with the NBA. And I guess he's had this repertoire with Kevin Durant.
He said they haven't. They're not friends or anything.
According to a lot of people, that they used to be friends before, and they used to do this. And I guess this is Durant's side of it, and they went back and forth.
Well, Mike Rappaport did his interview on First Take, and he said, "No, we're not friends like that. We're not cool like that."
Oh, so one of them's not telling the truth then. But as you know, they were going back and forth on DMs, right? The direct messages. I don't know if it was Instagram or Twitter. But they
Instagram, I think.
Okay, Instagram. So they were going back and forth, and I guess Durant just started going off on him and just calling him names and very offensive, homophobic.
Not even names. He told me he was gonna spit on him when he see him, and he started bringing his wife into it. Now listen, here's the thing, guys. There's a line you don't cross.
Right.
One is kids. And wives and talking about mamas and bringing in families and stuff like that.
Yeah, family's off limits in my general opinion.
Okay, now number three. Spitting on somebody is the worst thing you can do. You spit on the ground, so you basically said I'm lower than the ground if you spit on me. Okay, so if somebody.
If a right girl, I'm just
no. I'm gonna say it depends on what she's doing, huh?
Sorry, Kat.
If you spit on me, that means if we got to fight or I got to kill you.
You're base. If you spit on somebody, you're below me.
That's that's the ultimate disrespect right there.
Right.
And I'm constantly sending you things saying I'm gonna spit on you. I'm gonna spit on you. I'm gonna spit on you.
He also said some very homophobic comments.
The homophobic things that.
Well, I'm just saying that's what.
I'm not gonna say it didn't bother me, but that's how people. That's how
Michael Rappaport's saying that bothered him.
He said He said once the wife thing got involved, that's what.
Yeah, but he didn't like.
Oh no! KP fall, grabbed his knee.
What?
He grabbed his knee.
What? Breaking news.
What?
The breaking news?
No, not breaking news yet.
Okay, I mean you're scaring.
He fell. His knee hit the court. Rubbed it a little bit. They came and picked him up.
Okay, don't scare me for that.
Well, I'm saying he went down and was holding it.
Okay, it's really Walt.
I'm being for real. I'm looking at
no. But you're. Is he up?
Yeah.
Is he walking?
Well, they haven't went back to him.
Is he walking though?
They haven't went back to him.
I don't care if they. Oh, the camera.
The camera hasn't went back to him.
You meant like they haven't given the ball. I'm like, well, I don't care about the ball.
Let's see if he's still on the court. He tripped and fell and he hit his knee on the basketball court. He went immediately and grabbed it. So I think they're trying to figure out if it was flagrant or something like that. Or they're challenging it right now. But back to Mr. Durant and
you just interrupt me and
Michael
give me a
Rappaport.
heart attack. Anyway, yeah, Michael Rappaport. So regardless of what he said, these were very offensive comments he was saying towards Michael Rappaport. Now, my thing is, why is Kevin Durant doing these things? Why is he going back for? Now, Kevin Durant probably thinks this was playful. But
it became unplayful when you talking about you gonna spit on me, number one, and then you were talking about my. I mean, did he really say anything about his wife? No, not really. I mean, he just said his wife don't respect him. But again, you keep it between me and you. You don't bring up my wife.
I'm going to give you the other side of the coin. Do you think less of Michael Rappaport for sharing this?
Well, you know me. I don't do snitches.
So that's the big thing.
I don't do snitches.
So is he a snitch?
Well, yeah, he dropped a dime.
He kind of did.
Yeah, he got fined.
And I think Michael Rappaport. I don't know what he's doing because why would you? I'm thinking less of Michael because. Why would you do this in the first place?
I think less of him for snitching. I think less of him for snitching. But like he said, it's been going on for a while now. Like he told him that they had show where he tried to get him to stop and calm it down.
But, Walt, let me ask you a question. If you and I were doing this back and forth on DMs, right? You're not going to go put it public.
No. When I see you, I'm gonna swing on you.
Right, but you would take care of it yourself.
Yeah.
Or you don't, or not even swing. Let's say. But you most likely are not going to talk to me anymore. We're not going to be friends.
No, when I see you,
right.
I see you, you said you're going to spit on me.
Right.
Let's do it.
But I'm saying we're most likely not going to talk though. We're done. Communication between us is done. It's over. I'm not going to be coming to your birthday party and stuff. We're not going to be hanging. That's done. So why, if somebody like Kevin Durant's been doing this for how long? Who you say he's been going on for a long time, and yet all of a sudden now you decide, okay, I'm going to go
because enough was enough. He was like, once you brought.
But why would you know?
And he said he regrets doing it that way. He showed more. He said, I regret doing it that way. I shouldn't have handled it that way. And he knows that. But at the same time, you can't. For Kevin Durant and other people, I keep trying to tell them, I've been a victim of going back and forth with people on Twitter. I ain't never went personal and started talking about their wives or their kids or their family like that.
Right,
but
yeah.
the thing is, when you're a player like that, or when we make it to a certain point, you can't have stuff like that leaves a trail. That's number one. If you got a problem and you want to say something like that, pick him up on the phone and call him or tell him to his face. That's what you do. Don't get on no thing where it can be saved and screenshotted and used up on you.
No doubt about it, especially if you're somebody in Kevin Durant's stature. Somebody who's that famous, who's already had trouble with social media issues already. That should be the first case. But I'm more on Michael Rappaport saying that why would you make this public? I think there was there was a side thing going on there where he was trying to get in the limelight.
No, he don't.
I really think
don't
he
need
was.
the limelight. He's Michael Rappaport.
Michael Rappaport. Michael Rappaport's not like this famous star.
He is a famous star.
Michael
Rappaport walked down the street.
My sports world, but on the general knowledge, general public, they don't know who
everybody knows Michael Rappaport. Like he said, him and KD even did a deal together.
But that's sports. There are people who don't know certain NBA players.
There's nobody who doesn't know Michael Rappaport because Michael Rappaport runs his mouth. Everybody knows Michael Rappaport.
Let me ask. Kat is not a big. Kat, do you know who Michael Rappaport is?
Not at all.
Thank you. There you go.
Okay. If you name a movie and you say this is him, she's gonna say, "Oh yeah, I know that guy."
Okay. Have you seen Hitch?
No.
Was he a Hitch?
Yeah. See, that's what he is in movies.
But I know him from Higher Learning.
Don't know that one.
I don't know that movie.
Yo, because you don't watch those kind of movies.
What do you mean, those kind of
you
movies?
don't watch those kind
what
of
are you trying to say?
Those are hood black.
So? Are you
Hey,
trying to,
I watch those kinds of movies.
He
I
didn't
don't know
watch
that one.
Menace to Society.
Well, but
That's up there with Menace to Society. It had Ice Cube, Omar Epps.
I seen Don't Be a Menace to Society.
No, that ain't what it is. And the scene, matter of fact, the scene where Omar Epps was walking, they were like, Malik, somebody's finally gonna go to college. Malik. That was from Higher Learning.
Okay.
Higher Learning had Tyra Banks. If you don't know the backstory,
I know Tyra Banks.
you do know Tyra Banks.
Yeah.
The story is that it's Omar Epps and Tyra Banks. They date and they go to college. They run track or whatever. All right, it's about a black and white deal. It's a racial movie. Michael Rappaport is a character. He's pretty much the main guy. He's lost on campus. He loses himself. Mm-hmm. He ends up linking up with I want to say like some Ku Klux Klan kind of guys.
Yeah.
And start taking on the mindset. And then he decides to take a sniper and he shoots at school or whatever and kills Tyra Banks. And at the end, Omar Epps beat the mess out of him and then he killed himself.
Okay.
There's tons of, Yeah, there's tons of, but it's got everybody. Ice Cube.
Okay, but I'm telling you right now, majority of people don't know who Michael Rappaport is.
Everybody knows Michael Rappaport.
I'm going to tell you right now how I know Michael Rappaport. Before sports, you know how I know Michael Rappaport? He played Phoebe's boyfriend for like 5 episodes.
Okay, then the Friends deal.
But that's it. That's what people
That's only you. Everybody knows Michael Rappaport.
I don't know who you're talking about.
Everybody knows who Michael Rappaport is.
Everybody you know is also knows sports.
Okay, I know a lot of people outside of sports.
And they don't know. I'm talking about
anybody knows Michael Rappaport in the NBA because he runs his mouth and he goes to NBA players.
NBA, and that's it. But
That's who his beef is with.
General public. Like my point is, okay, instantly Brad Pitt. When I say Brad Pitt,
and if you see Michael Rappaport walking down the street, everybody would know who Michael Rappaport is.
But not a lot of people.
A lot of people know who Michael Rappaport been acting since the freaking 90s.
You're really making him sound like he's like one of the most famous people.
I didn't say he's no. Michael Rappaport's got a name. Michael Rappaport ain't no scrub. He been in the game.
I think he's kind of a scrub.
He ain't no scrub. That's because you haven't seen him recently. But throughout the 90s, Michael Rappaport has movies.
Okay, Higher Learning. What else?
What other movie that? I don't know. I'm not my Rappaport. I know my Rappaport. I'll Google his movies. I'll Google him. But Michael Rappaport has clout.
Help me out. Am I right to say that like Michael Rappaport's not like he's making him sound like he's on Brad Pitt's level?
No, not at all.
I didn't say he was on Brad Pitt's level.
It seems like it.
When you said he was Phoebe's boyfriend,
Yeah.
then Yeah.
Okay, you remember though,
yeah,
right? But he's not famous enough to where you know his name.
No, not at all.
So here's my thing: when you're famous, you should know. When I say his name, you should instantly know, right? Like again, Brad
He's
Pitt.
been acting
When I say Brad Pitt, you know Brad Pitt.
1992.
George Clooney.
George
Brad
Clooney, right.
Pitt,
Oh,
you
matter of
know.
fact, he was the on Friday, next Friday after next. He was the one who gave a letter to them at the door when he rang the doorbell.
Okay.
And he was the one that the dog chased when he was like,
Okay.
"It's back to the ghetto,
Yeah, okay,
or you
okay.
must go." That's him,
Okay. Well,
That's
my
funny.
point being is that he's not famous enough to where.
bro. He is.
you
He's
just
been
use his name.
he's been acting since
My point is,
1992.
my point is, you can't. You have to think of a movie and you have to think of a scene to
But
tell
I
me
don't watch
about.
that many movies.
It seems like you do.
I don't watch a lot of movies. Deep Blue Sea, next Friday, The Sixth Day, Men of Honor, King of the Jungle, Dr. Dolittle 2, Hitch.
I didn't know he was in
Live
Hitch for
live
like-
free,
I'm
live
out-
free
and-
or die.
And he's like always like in the movie for like 10 minutes. I don't think he's that big of a star, but if you want to say he's a big star,
I'm not saying he's a big star, but his name is known.
well, I think honestly, now he's doing this for publicity.
He don't need publicity.
He
though.
does. He
What is
does.
he? He even said, "I don't need the publicity."
Well, of
he,
course he's gonna say that.
he doesn't need publicity. He goes on Fox every day. He works pretty much with Fox.
Now he does.
He's been working with Fox. He's been on.
No, I mean like in the most recent years, yes, he's because
He does not need it.
for sports, and that's what he is. But I really think there's no other way about it. I don't know why anybody would go out there and publicly put out.
Okay, well, here's the main problem. Why is KD worried about Michael Rappaport? Number one.
That's
Number
true.
two, why are you putting yourself in a position to where people can get you like that?
I got. Listen, they're both bad. They're both wrong in this situation. There's no doubt about it. So are you giving KD more because KD should be?
Because number one, you're $1 million man, okay? And he don't try to make. Well, I've seen you argue with people on Twitter. I don't give a damn what I did on Twitter. I don't make $1 million. Okay, he $1 million man. There's nothing that a $1,000 man can ever tell $1 million man, ever.
So you're technically telling KD that though.
What?
How do? How
No,
he
you
should-
can. No $1 million man can. I mean, no $1,000 man can ever talk to you about anything you do, because you're a millionaire. You're $1 million man. Ain't nothing he can say to you that would hold any weight. At the end of the day, I make more money than you. Shut up.
No, again, Durant needs to be is also in the point where he is the bigger. He should be the bigger man. He doesn't need to go, toe to toe with Michael Rappaport and try to get the best diss on him. And yeah, you're right. But again, also, why reveal it?
Okay, well, guess what?
Unless-
It's like my mom. It's like my mom said, if you hadn't put yourself in the position, he wouldn't have had nothing to reveal. So that's on him.
Now, again,
just stop
I'll-
leaving stuff that has a paper trail.
Right, and again, also, unless like Kevin Durant says something very nefarious, if he says something like just horrific, then yeah, you probably should have the right to publicly let everyone know, hey, this is the real guy. But from what I've read, it seems like they were just kind of two guys get into like a
No, because you can see, like, you'd be like, I wasn't even talking. I wouldn't even. He would just pop up in my DMs and just send me stuff. So, I mean, yeah, Michael Rappaport shouldn't have done it. But at the same point, when you start talking about my wife or whatever, all bets is off at that point. Once you start bringing my wife or our kids and stuff like that, all bets is off at that
still
point.
snitch though?
I'm gonna come.
You have a different.
I'm coming. I'm coming. You gonna spit on me? I want you to spit on me. And when you spit on me, you better kill me.
Can we isolate that?
You better spit on me because I'm going to kill you.
Really-
or you better kill me because
Well,
if you don't kill me, I'm gonna kill you first.
I'm gonna find that and I'm gonna put that in the.
But here's another thing. My uncle,
Yeah.
former gang member, Crip. Two things he told me in life. Number one, if you ever pull your gun on somebody, you got to use it. Number two, if a person got to tell you what they're gonna do to you, they ain't gonna do it. They just they blowing smoke and they trying to talk themselves up to do it.
That's true.
So that's just what I believe. Somebody gonna do all that and tell you and tell you I'm about to do this, I'm about to do that. They ain't really about it. They ain't gonna do it. That's just me personally.
I just want to update you on one thing.
Oh, I got it right here, 107.97.
Yeah, but guess who? Somebody just hit a 3. You're about to see.
Oh, is that my guy KP?
That's not-
Oh no, Dodo.
That-
Let's see what that 3. What does that 3 put Dodo?
3.
Put his numbers at.
Poor dude.
Hold on. Let me go over here and then come back. Dodo's got 6.
Ooh.
Yeah, he got 6 now.
Oh, okay.
He got 6.
Look at that 6. Well, as you know, the Mavericks are killing the Bucks right now with a minute left in the fourth quarter. They lead 112-100, so looks like a Mavericks victory will be on hand, hopefully. And that feels good after last night's debacle. But back to Kevin Durant, as we wrap it up here. I'm sorry, I think Michael Rappaport's more at fault. I just look at it.
Both of them are at fault, but Kevin Durant shouldn't have put himself in the position for Michael Rappaport to have an
It is
upper
weird
hand.
though. He's trying to he just makes himself in there. So Michael Rappaport didn't do anything. Just Kevin Durant just looks in there.
He said it was after the TNT video. It was after the TNT deal where he was like, "Hey, if you didn't want to do the interview, don't do the interview." And he's like, "That's where it started." At.
So it started out like a small little beef.
Right. He was like, I didn't even say anything. Like, he's like, I didn't even at him. I didn't go saw him out. All I said was, man, if you don't want to do the interview, don't do the interview. And next thing I know, he's in my mentions going off on me. And I keep trying. That's because he's not happy with himself.
Kevin Durant, you need to go get yourself.
He's
checked
not
out.
happy with himself. Yeah, he's still
he's
still bothered by the fact that they don't give him. That they don't fall, they don't put him in, he don't get any kind of categories to fall in. When something come up, it's always about Jordan and LeBron. It's never about KD. It's always still about LeBron. And he feels my name should be, when they go back and talk about those Warriors championships, I did that, but they don't say that.
What do you mean? We were only one championship for them.
I thought they won 2.
I thought he only won 1. Then they lost to the Raptors, right?
Okay.
When did he go?
LeBron lost 1.
He
Won
lost
1.
1, lost 1, and then lost 1 again.
And that's when they got Kevin Durant the second time.
Okay, then maybe they won 2, yeah. Well, no, they won 2, and I think they won. Here, I'll look it up. Well, close out this segment while I look it up.
Well, and I'm interested because we might go ahead and I'm gonna say we might go ahead and do a little small Mavericks post game here after this goes away. Got 10 minutes.